I am so happy to be here and so excited to be working with Enterprise again on another project. You do remarkable work, and it's no secret you're probably my favorite one in this field because the things you do are affordable and they're at scale. And when I was on the council when Park and Planning was going to rezone this area, and their plan for rezoning was to upzone everything so that they could revitalize the community. And I was on the council and I said, wouldn't it be nice if the people who lived here got to stay after you revitalized the place? And they withdrew their plan to upzone everything for the time being, and that was an important thing. We need to preserve the affordable housing we have. It is incredibly expensive to replace it. We know on this project, this is not an inexpensive project to do. Anytime we knock down buildings where people have the opportunity to live and live affordably, then we are making our job even harder. And it's hard enough to provide the support they need to renovate those buildings, which is not a cheap enterprise to begin with, but to get rid of them and have to start over again is a real problem. So I'm really excited about this. I want to thank Enterprise for its partnership. Enterprise Community Development has been a very strong partner with us. I appreciate your team, and I appreciate your willingness to keep coming back over and over again and say, can we do this, can we do this? And fortunately, I think you feel that you're in a place where you can do it, and we want to be partners. And I want to thank Scott Bruton from my team, who I brought on explicitly because of his expertise in affordable housing and for the fact that I would not have to convince him to do this kind of work, that he would do this kind of work out of passion. There's a world of difference between people who do a job because it's their job and people who do a job because it's what they live for and what they drive themselves to do. So I feel like I have a team that actually believes in this mission and understands the importance of what we do. This is one of the most exciting things about the Park Montgomery project is the ability to both preserve the existing affordable housing and add 76 new units. And I remember standing out here with people at groundbreaking and looking at that parking garage and wondering, like, could we build something on top of this parking garage? Why waste the land here? We got room to go up, and you all did it. And you did it, and it's deeply affordable. So I want to thank you for doing that. The county in 2000 had more than 45,000 naturally occurring affordable housing units. By 2030, we will probably not have 10,000. That's a frightening thought. We were down to 20,000 by 2020. The acceleration of rents is just going to make this situation worse. Even with rent control, the only thing we're able to protect are the units that are 23 years and older. We're not able to protect buildings that were built earlier than that. So the idea of only 10,000 naturally occurring housing units left is going to be a real problem. We have to find ways to replace this. And to stop the natural affordable housing from being lost to the market requires public investment. It's not going to happen any other way than if the public puts money into this. And I'm happy to go out to community groups and talk to them about the investment we make so they understand what it takes to produce the things that they understand we need. It's not an inexpensive adventure to be doing this. And the county, through Director Bruton, its team at DHCA, directed $10.6 million in financing to support this project. And this kind of investment is especially important up here along the Purple Line corridor. And it goes to what I was saying before, people should be able to live here. We're making this massive investment in transit. The hope is that transit, revitalizes the community, but if it revitalizes the community by kicking the people out of here who live here, that is not real community revitalization. That's called displacement. This is why I've made it a priority to use county resources to protect affordable housing in this corridor so that people who already live here benefit from the transit access to jobs, to new jobs that will be created here, and the opportunities that this project is going to provide. The completion of Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West means that hundreds of residents will have an affordable place to call home within a short walk from the Purple Line. Today's celebration highlights the momentum we've seen around affordable housing development in the county. Just last week, we released our Affordable Housing Pipeline Report, showing the county investments have helped create or preserve 2,289 affordable units since the start of FY25. If we were working in the normal market environment, we would get 15% of new units if that's what we were doing as an affordable housing policy. These investments have gotten us more than 2,000 units that could only have been gotten with those investments. The development's going to make a difference for working families, seniors, people in mental health recovery, and others will benefit from having affordable, safe, stable homes. We're currently working on finishing the financing deals for 18 additional projects in the pipeline for FY26, and another 26 projects in the years beyond that. That's 44 projects that we're working on actively in Montgomery County. That will be thousands of housing units that will get built here in Montgomery County, and it's going to make a difference. Park Montgomery is a great example of the fruits of these investments and the impact they're having here in our community. So I want to thank you again. I look forward to everything we can do with you. I know your mission, and I like people who are mission driven. So thank you very much.